Hi friends and welcome in. Thank you guys so much for being here. Hope you're having a beautiful day and life is treating you well today. I have to clear off my work table, friends, because I am revving up for the full holiday season here in my world and all the fun things that I have in store for the full on holiday season coming upon us here very, very quickly. And I have so many things sitting here. And, I could have just put the beads back and, like, oh, I'll get to it next year or whatever. But nope, because I had already had some projects already pre-started, and I'm like, you know what? Let's just put it up. Let's just give somebody some inspo today. So, friends, my Hot Days and Neon Nights bag. I had started this triple strand, really fun, simple bracelet with a little bit of the box chain, and that is what we are going to do today. So, you know me and my bracelets. I'm always trying to find a new spin and sometimes bring back my faves. And this is literally that. Some of my favorite bracelets that I have made are bracelets that have this chain. Just a peak of the chain, or just about a quarter of the bracelet is the chain. I was looking at this one I did. This came out of my my January 2025 sparkle bag was Frosty Waterfalls. And I was looking at this bracelet going, gosh, I love this bracelet so, so much. And it's just got that peak of that box chain on the side. But boy, it's just one of my favorites. I love this style. And so I wanted to make another one here out of these pretty beads out of my August bag. Now, all I'm using, friends, and of course you can use any beads, I'm using all 4mm rondelles on the abacus strand. You got that strand, that long, long strand of the abacus. And then, of course, the hot pink. That was a super long strand of those hot pinks. So all of those are 4mm. And then I'm using some 11-0 Tohos for my beaded loop. And to eliminate a jump ring on this side to connect all my beaded loops, what I've done here is I have fed my box chain right on my beaded loop, right in the center of my beaded loop. And so that to me looks really cute. It's a little different than I did my other couple, but that's what I'm doing there. So really fun to eliminate findings when we can, unless we need to add length. And then I am, of course, using a wire guardian and the magical crimper to finish my strands off here. And that's what I'm working with, my friends. The clasp I'll use, I have a little Old Faithful magnetic, and I'm going to use two 6mm jump rings. And the chain, again, it's the 304 box chain. I do offer that in my store. It did come in one or two of my bags this year, but you can use any kind of chain. And I will tell you, the chain portion itself that I cut was just about a 2-inch piece, a little bit less than a 2-inch piece. So I've cut 3 pieces, just about the same length. There might be a link or two more on that one, but that's okay. That is perfectly okay. And then the bead stringing wire I'm using, friends, is I'm using some 7 strand tiger tail, and that's 0.38mm, and it's in a really beautiful navy, and I just thought it was gonna go well here. And then of course I've already prepared this one, my third bracelet here, with a wire guardian, and use the magical crimper there. And looks like I need to flush cut that. Let me flush cut that a little better. And my 11-0s, those are some 11-0 Tohos, and they are in Baby Bell. And I am using 27 beads, 27 4mm. If you want to make something similar, that's my measurements. So with the wire guardian, I've got 27 4mm, and then I think we're using 12 Tohos, and then a 2-inch piece of the chain. That's what I'm working with, my friends. So I will get started by just feeding on any pattern. Now notice on one of my strands here, I did put the hot pink in. This one I did not. So I'll make this one the middle strand, and then I'll put the hot pink on the outer strand here that we're working with here today. And just some simple feeding. Feeding of the beads. Feed the beads, friends. Feed the beads. So just thought, gosh, let me get things off the mat and in the jewelry wardrobe. No need to put these beads away. I already have started it, Do you guys do that too? I do that quite often, actually. I like have so many things, so many projects I want to do that but then I never get to them because other things, pop in front of it. And, sometimes I get where I'm like, I'm not going to put these beads away. I am going to make myself sit down and I am going to put these beads on something beautiful and make something beautiful. And that's just exactly the case. I have one more project from my August bag that is a knotted bracelet that I started with some waxed cord. So I'm gonna put that up as well, and then I will have put the rest away. And getting into, oh gosh, you guys, like I am telling you, you guys, I've got some really cool things coming up here for the holiday season. I am not kidding you. I am so excited about the things I have come up with. Guys, just some insane kits. Of course, we will be doing my 12 days. That'll be my second annual 12 days. And I'm so looking forward to that. So I'm already preparing that. Aren't I just like, guys, I am so proud of myself. I am on it this year. I'm like, I am not going to be behind. It's like just the beginning of October, and here I am already preparing all my seasonal holiday season kits and all the fun things I have in store. I think I pulled enough beads. Is that enough? It looks that way to me. Yeah. Okay, fine. So that's what I've got. Just a fun little pattern, but this is such a pretty bracelet because I love the peekaboo of that navy wire, but it's just like I don't have a lot of multicolor stuff, so I really like this for multicolor. Like I don't have a lot of like you can just kind of wear it with anything, even just some jeans, and a t-shirt type thing. So that is what I'm doing. So now what I'm gonna do, guys, it looks like I forgot an item. I forgot a crimp. I sure did. Let me grab a crimp, my friends. I am going to feed my crimp on first to do my beaded loop there, now that I'm done beading my pattern. And then we will put on half the toe hose, feed the box chain on, and feed the other half on, put some jump rings on, and call it a day. That little cap just did not want to come off. So let me put these to the side. So I am going to go ahead and I'll pull you in a little bit if you are new to the channel and have never seen a beaded loop or are not familiar. We'll do a zoom up. We'll do a zoom up on the beaded loop. So there we go. So when you're finished stringing your pattern and you're ready to do your beaded loop, you put your crimp on first, right? So we've got the crimp there. And then we will feed on half of the 11 O's in this case because I'm putting the chain right here on my wire. So let's see, there's 3, 4, 5, and 6. And then I'm going to feed on that box chain. This is a really cool chain for a project like this because the links are so soldered and tight. There's really not a lot of slack between that chain and my beading wire. So really great chain for a project like this. And then we'll go ahead and feed on, our last 6 toe hose here. And there we go. And now I'm going to take my tail, wrap it around all that, and push that tail through that crimp. And we'll go ahead and pull that. Make sure my wires are uncrossed here. And I'll put a little bend in my bracelet here. And push together. If I can get it to stop jiggling on me. And make sure I've got no gaps there. That looks good. And then we'll get the magical crimper in that divot there. Grab some pliers here. And let's see here. Get that in that divot without disturbing my beads. And then we'll shape that into a round bead. Becomes part of the design, very seamless. Really, really, really fun bracelet. And we'll go ahead and trim the excess there. Nice and flush cut. And now we will just put them together. And so I'm going to put, again, those hot pink strands on the outside. And the one without the hot pink on the inside. And so we just put a jump ring through there. And feed all those wire guardians there. Right on the jump ring. 1, 2, and 3. And while I'm at it, I will put my clasp on. So everything will just be on one jump ring on either side. Of course, it's a magnetic. There we go. And then we will take on this side over here. So now that I have all those attached, it looks like all of my chain is a different length, but really it's not. It's just the way that they're laying on the jump ring. So what we'll do here is we will grab this jump ring and let's see if we can get all of that box chain down this particular 6mm. This is like a 24 gauge. I think so. Because the box chain, again, those links are really small. I think I can get it on there. I can. So we'll just feed the last link of that chain on the jump ring and just about have this girl all done. What's going on with you here? Oh, that one needs to come off, I see. Okay, that should be good. Now we'll get that put on there, I hope. And the last one. I love this box chain. Such a cool chain. Looks so cool on bracelets. Love this box chain. One of my favorites. It's become one of my favorites this year. I really love it. And there we go. And now we will grab the other side of my clasp and feed that on that jump ring. And close that up. And we are all done. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let's do the try-on test, shall we? Should be fine. Should be fine. I measured properly. I did. And so there we go. That's how that looks, guys. Isn't that fun? I really like the way that that looks. I think that's it's a cool look with that chain on there, isn't it? With the beaded loops too. I love that. Super cute. Super, super cute. Love it. Now I have almost an everyday bracelet that is not like just one color. Love it. I love that. Love that I gave myself a multicolored everyday bracelet with my sparkle. Again, I hope you guys enjoyed. And that would be, I don't even know what project out of August bag, but one more project under our belt for August's bag. Just to clear my mat, to clear my workspace, my friends. I hope you guys enjoyed, and we'll see you in the next one. Be well.